Godzilla vs. Superman, the ultimate showdown. A panorama of Metropolis under siege, skyscrapers topple like dominoes, streets erupt in flames, and terrified civilians scatter amidst the chaos. Enormous footprints crater the pavement, each one smoldering. Welcome back, legends. Today, we dive into a clash of titans unlike anything the world has ever seen. What happens when the unstoppable force meets the immovable object? When the king of monsters faces the man of steel? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel this epic confrontation. In this deep dive, we'll explore a hypothetical battle between Godzilla and Superman. We'll dissect their origins, powers, and the science behind their abilities. For those well-versed in the lore, prepare for an analysis that's both technical and thrilling. Let's get started. Godzilla, Gojira, the behemoth born from the abyss. Created by nuclear radiation in Toho's 1954 classic, Godzilla embodies humanity's technological hubris and the uncontrollable force of nature. Standing at 393 feet tall, that's about 120 meters for our metric friends, in the legendary pictures era, he's a walking natural disaster. Godzilla's rise coincided with post-war anxieties, serving as an allegory for the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. His very existence is a testament to the destructive potential of nuclear energy, a monster spawned from mankind's tampering with forces beyond comprehension. Now, onto his abilities. Godzilla's iconic atomic breath isn't just cinematic flair, it's a superheated beam of concentrated radiation, capable of melting titanium and vaporizing organic matter in seconds. Reports estimate its temperature exceeds 500,000 degrees Celsius, akin to thermonuclear plasma. His regenerative healing factor, or regenerator G1, allows for rapid tissue regeneration, a process that parallels the biological phenomenon of neoteny seen in certain amphibians. This makes him extremely resilient to physical damage, including conventional and advanced weaponry. Then there's his sheer mass and strength. Weighing in at 99,634 metric tons, his muscle density and skeletal structure must be composed of unknown hyperdense materials to support his weight, perhaps incorporating fictional elements like carbonadium or transuranic elements to make sense scientifically. Godzilla's confrontations with other kaiju, such as King Ghidorah, an extraterrestrial hydra, showcase his adaptability and combat prowess. He's survived assaults equivalent to multi-megaton nuclear explosions and withstood assaults from weapons like the oxygen destroyer, which disintegrate matter at a molecular level. Beyond the silver screen, Godzilla has influenced a myriad of media, symbolizing environmental catastrophes and societal fears. He's become a cultural icon, representing the fine line between technological advancement and ecological disaster. Superman, aka Kal-El, a Kryptonian sent to Earth to escape his home planet's destruction. Created in 1938 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman's origin taps into themes of immigrant identity and the archetypal messianic figure. Landing in Smallville, Kansas, he's raised by Jonathan and Martha Kent, who instill in him strong moral values. Under Earth's yellow sun, his Kryptonian physiology absorbs solar radiation, granting him abilities far beyond human capacity. Superman's powers are a catalog of superlatives. His strength is virtually unlimited. Feats include lifting 6.6 quintillion tons, the mass of the Earth, and moving planets. His speed allows him to traverse interstellar distances, with reactions measured in attoseconds. An attosecond is 1 quintillionth of a second. His heat vision operates on the infrared and nuclear spectrum, with maximum outputs exceeding the energy of a supernova. Theoretically, his visual acuity extends across the entire electromagnetic spectrum, granting him abilities like X-ray vision and telescopic, microscopic sight. He also possesses invulnerability due to a bioelectric aura that protects him from harm. This field has withstood energy discharges comparable to solar flares and even the gravitational forces of a black hole. Superman's battles against beings like Doomsday, who killed him in the Death of Superman arc, and Darkseid, with his omega beams that can erase beings from existence, showcase his resilience and willpower. He has also resisted mind control, time manipulation, and reality warping events. As the first superhero, Superman set the standard for all who followed. He embodies hope, justice, and the idea that one individual can make a profound difference. His narratives often explore philosophical themes about power, responsibility, and ethics. Enter the theoretical physicist's playground. A collision of universes via a quantum singularity or a tear in the space-time continuum, perhaps caused by experiments at STAR labs with interdimensional technology. Godzilla is drawn to Metropolis by a disruptive energy signature that mirrors the radiation he's attuned to. Superman, always vigilant, detects seismic anomalies and energy fluctuations off the charts. The stage is set, a convergence of destiny and disaster. Metropolis isn't just any city, it's a nexus of advanced technology and dense population. The urban canyon of skyscrapers creates both obstacles and opportunities, a terrain that could either hinder or help our combatants. Emergency services initiate Project Lighthouse, a city-wide evacuation protocol designed for meta-human threats. However, with over 11 million residents, time is limited. Godzilla, by nature, responds to perceived threats or balances in the natural order. The experimental energy weapon at STAR labs could be disrupting Earth's magnetic field, prompting his intervention. Superman, protector of Metropolis, must assess whether Godzilla is an aggressor or a force of nature displaced and confused. His primary objective is minimizing harm to civilians. Godzilla's nearly indestructible hide is composed of layers that could be analogous to depleted uranium armor, combined with the energy absorption properties of graphene on a colossal scale. His ability to absorb and metabolize radiation means that energy attacks could potentially make him stronger, a phenomenon similar to the Zanclean flood energy influx, but on a biological level. His size, while imposing, renders him less agile. His neural response times over such a massive body could be slower, governed by the finite speed of neural transmission, estimated at 120 meters per second in humans, potentially slower in larger organisms. Historically, weapons that manipulate oxygen levels or disrupt nuclear reactions have proven effective, suggesting a vulnerability to molecular or subatomic interference. Superman's speed and reaction times allow him to operate on a level where time appears to stand still. He could, in theory, strike thousands of times in the span it takes Godzilla to process a single thought. His tactical intelligence, enhanced by supercomputing-level cognitive processing, enables him to devise and execute complex strategies instantaneously. Exposure to kryptonite radiation can weaken or even kill him. Additionally, red sun radiation nullifies his powers by altering the frequency of solar energy his cells can absorb. His moral code prohibits lethal force and excessive collateral damage, potentially limiting his combat options against a creature like Godzilla. Godzilla emerges from the bay, water cascading off his massive form. His dorsal plates glow ominously. "You're not from around here, are you? Let's find a way to resolve this without anyone getting hurt." Superman attempts to redirect Godzilla back to the ocean, using gale force super breath to create a barrier of high-pressure air currents. Godzilla perceives this as an attack and counters with a sweep of his tail. The tail connects with a force exceeding 58 million newtons, enough to level a building. Superman is thrown back but quickly recovers. He responds with a focused kinetic punch delivered at near light speed, equivalent to the energy yield of a tactical nuke. Godzilla reels but activates his atomic breath. The beam narrowly misses Superman, slicing through a row of buildings and extending into the stratosphere. Realizing the severity of the threat, Superman switches to a more aggressive approach. He uses heat vision at maximum intensity, targeting Godzilla's eyes, vulnerable points in his defense. Godzilla, adapting, emits a nuclear pulse, a spherical burst of atomic energy that disrupts electromagnetic fields and could potentially affect Superman's bioelectric aura. Superman accelerates to a significant fraction of the speed of light, creating sonic booms and pressure waves. He attempts to create a vortex to immobilize Godzilla but inadvertently causes atmospheric disturbances. Godzilla charges his spiral heat ray, amping up his atomic breath with gravitational energy absorbed from Earth's core, a theoretical ability extrapolated from his more powerful forms. Their battle destabilizes the tectonic plates beneath Metropolis. Geologists detect stress signals indicating a potential earthquake of magnitude 8.5 if the fight continues. Air temperature rises, and radiation levels spike, triggering alarms in nuclear facilities. The clash threatens not just the city but the entire eastern seaboard. Superman devises a plan to disrupt Godzilla's internal nuclear reactions. Using his microscopic vision and knowledge of advanced Kryptonian science, he targets specific bionuclear nodes within Godzilla's body. Meanwhile, Godzilla lands a direct hit with his enhanced atomic breath, overwhelming Superman's defenses and pushing him to his physical limits. Superman opts for the solar flare, a risky move where he expels all the solar energy in his cells in one massive burst, effectively rendering him human until he can recharge. Godzilla, in a final act, channels all his remaining energy into a red spiral ray, a beam exponentially more powerful than his standard attack. The two colossal energies collide, creating a fusion reaction. The explosion's luminosity rivals that of a small sun, and a shockwave radiates outward, shattering windows hundreds of miles away. For a moment, the battlefield is engulfed in a blinding white void. Sensors worldwide register the event, and satellites are temporarily blinded by the flash. The dust settles to reveal a massive crater where part of the city once stood. Superman, depowered and injured, stands amidst the ruins. Godzilla, exhausted and wounded, lets out a final roar. Option 1. Godzilla, recognizing that the threat has been neutralized, turns and returns to the sea, guided by primordial instincts. Option 2. Superman, using his last ounce of strength, communicates telepathically, a seldom used ability, to convey peace, leading to a cessation of hostilities. Option 3. Both collapse from exhaustion, and intervention from other heroes or forces, like Mothra or the Justice League, brings the conflict to a close. This battle isn't just a spectacle, it's a cautionary tale about power and responsibility. It highlights the consequences when immovable ideals meet unstoppable forces. It prompts us to consider the ethics of intervention. Should one impose their will for the greater good, and at what cost? In the aftermath, the fabric of reality might be altered. Dimensional rifts could open, leading to crossovers with other universes, perhaps introducing entities like Galactus or the Anti-Monitor. Governments and organizations might seek to weaponize elements from Godzilla, leading to new threats like Bio-Godzilla or Mechagodzilla equipped with Kryptonian technology. Could Superman adapt Godzilla's regenerative abilities to enhance his own resilience? Would Godzilla absorb red sun radiation, creating a new weakness for Superman? Imagine a scenario where Godzilla becomes a guardian of Earth alongside its heroes, a protector against cosmic threats. These what-if scenarios fuel our imagination, blending science fiction with deep lore to create stories that challenge and inspire us. They remind us that even in worlds of impossibility, the exploration of character, ethics, and science remains profoundly relevant. We've journeyed through an epic confrontation, analyzing every angle with expert insight. From Godzilla's origins as a nuclear metaphor to Superman's role as the paragon of virtue, their clash is as philosophical as it is physical. Now, it's over to you. Share your thoughts below. Who do you think would triumph, and why? Let's get a robust discussion going, citing comics, films, and science. If this deep dive got you thinking, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that challenges the boundaries of conventional analysis. Ring the bell so you never miss out. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore the multiverse implications of such crossovers and delve into more expert-level breakdowns. A massive thank you to the artists and animators whose stunning visuals brought this hypothetical battle to life. Their attention to detail adds depth to our exploration. Special soundtrack thanks to Composer Name, enhancing the epic scale of our narrative. Shout out to our community of enthusiasts and experts. Your passion and knowledge drive this channel forward. Gratitude to our sponsors, Sponsor Name, for supporting content that merges entertainment with in-depth analysis. Connect with us on Twitter, Instagram, and join our Discord community where debates and discussions continue around the clock. Until next time, keep questioning, keep researching, and keep that sense of wonder alive. This is your channel name, signing off.